What do you call a captain of a ship where 3 out of 8 crew members have died out of starvation and more are about to starve? Apparently me, because that's what happened on the previous episode. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Space Haven, a game which is kicking my ass, and I'm still trying to somehow survive and make this journey come to fruition. So we're gonna see if it's gonna eventually work out or if it's gonna totally blow up in my face, but fingers crossed we might be able to do a couple of things. So what happened was I was forced to jump around into the brand new region so that we can gain access to brand new items and brand new resources and come across more ships that we can trade with because, well, let's face it, I'm kind of screwed here. We don't really have the resources to create the meals. I have started to grow more food, but currently we are out of water because I did not produce enough or did not process enough of the ice to be turned into the water, which is then used for growing of the crops. So here we have some fruit, here we have some root vegetables and fruits, here we have some nuts, fruits and root vegetables, and here we have a mix of them again. So hopefully we're gonna be able to get all this stuff fixed around and get the ship going. We're gonna have to make a jump to another sector, and I'm hoping that maybe scavenging a derelict ship or something will help us out. There's obviously lots of systems to explore, so hopefully I will be able to keep the crew alive. But considering the fact that we started with 6 crew members and I was able to kill 3 of them, yeah, I'm not really that thrilled. So the ship has left the sector. There's nothing else to be mined in here. So we're gonna take all the water that we can produce right now. We're gonna water all of our crops. We should still have some fertilizer. I'm gonna have to make some goddamn composters, but we will require the tech blocks. So that's why I'm thinking we're gonna be forced to actually make the jump to the other region. So let's start making that preparation ready. And we're gonna also have to keep an eye out on the hull stability because the 3 engines are, well, they should be enough to keep the ship powered up for now. But as we keep getting these sort of blackouts of energy because we don't have any of the advanced power, I'm feeling kind of pessimistic as to what can I expect. There's energium and coal, so we're gonna go there, but first we're gonna drop over here. The benefit of being here is that there's already a ship with which we traded, so if I will be desperate enough, I might be able to get the stuff that I need. We do need the rare metals because we don't have any more in our stock, so we are incapable of making more electronic components, and hopefully the derelict ship here will have something which we can utilize. Now seriously, do you have anything that I can use? Seriously, nothing, huh? Selling steel seems like the only thing which I can do, but I don't really want to do it because the selling price is not that great. What I would love to be able to do is start selling fibers or fabric. That is something which I can live without, to be perfectly honest with you all. But I don't think that is gonna be possible right now. And there's no chance in hell I'm gonna be selling energium because I have spent the last bunch of episodes trying to just sustain some sort of stock of this thing. And I'm also thinking we are gonna require the more advanced power generator. This is a more effective power plant than the one that we have access to. The problem is I'm missing 2 of those tech blocks or infra blocks or what are they called. So without those, I'm totally screwed here. So question is, if with the resources that we have available, this will be able to produce the fuel. This will be able to create the blocks, but not the block that we need. That is done through researching the super heavy duper, where the hell is it? We're currently doing the solar panels, and after that we're gonna do probably like the advanced hyperdrives, so we can move this up over here. And seriously, where is the crafting of organic fabricator? That's the thing. Advanced assembler. Here we get the optronic components and infra blocks to be turned into tech blocks. So we will require this. For that, we will require this thing, because electronics and chemicals are combined into the optronic components, and the energy rods are combined with the electronic components to produce energy cells. So these things are used then to create energy blocks and tech blocks. So the this will have to be researched, and this will have to be researched. So I'm thinking we're gonna have to move these like so. And we're gonna have to take the crew on board of the derelict vessel. Okay, so we're gonna go and do that just now. I'm really hoping that the damn ship is not infested with a crap ton of aliens, because we have only 5 crew members currently. That is also really negative, because taking on board 4 crew members means only 1 person is left behind on board of our ship. So if there's a fire or something else, or if the person is currently mining, well, we can be in a world of trouble. So hopefully I will be able to salvage this ship without any problems, and that should help us out quite a lot. I do see some Hyperium. Crap, there's a crap ton of these fuckers. So heavy infestation on board. Kill it, kill it. We're gonna move you to the back, so that you don't keep sustaining heavy damage. I think there's more of them. Well, at least the accuracy with the pistols is somewhat decent. Fruits, soft blocks, energy rods, nuts and seeds. Okay, so some food, some food. I always appreciate the food. We just killed 3 additional aliens. And I think that's it for the ship. Unfortunately, no hyperdrives or anything. So, tough cookie. But I'm hoping we will be able to salvage at least something. I'm still thinking I might be required to actually get my hands on some goddamn, what's it called? The table on which you break down the bodies. Autopsy table, so that we can turn this into alien meat, and the alien meat can then be sold. This thing will require access from both sides, so that's really not convenient for me. I'm gonna put it over here. We should have the goddamn blocks, the infra blocks. I should be able to commission some of these bodies, because we have 18 out of 20. There's a new ship here. My hopes are this sucker has the... God damn it, he does not have what I need. Son of a biscuit. Ah, man. This is just painful to watch. But okay, at least we know that steel can be sold for a decent profit. So that's exactly what's gonna happen here. The second batch will not be sold for as much, but we kind of do require the credits. And let's see. Do have the rods so far. So we are a-okay. Water is okay. We do have these things. I really need the infra blocks, otherwise we are royally screwed. I'm really hoping that with having the autopsy table constructed... Come on, we do have these blocks. We do have the infra blocks. Stop giving me this nonsense. I'm hoping with that we will be able to actually process some of these corpses and sell like the alien meat or something. There is actually a research into the alien life forms, and that's for the crawler and for the hauler. So the hauler is the more deadlier version. So what we're gonna do is put the crawler over here on top, and by having access to all these bodies, we should be able to process the research. Those are my hopes. And we are hopefully gonna be able to get this thing done. Seriously, having those crew members missing is absolutely horrible. It really sucks. Once these 2 pieces of fruit have been grown, we're gonna relocate the growing bed over here. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bunks for accommodation, but we are missing like 3 crew members. And it's gonna take a crap ton of time to refill them. Unfortunately, as of now, there is no means for you to go to some station and potentially like recruit a person. Like, I don't see this in here. Do you see this? Like, there's money, there's food, there's then resources, and then there's everything. But you cannot get actually a crew member like this. So that is really gonna affect us negatively. And we still have to mine out also the, what's it, not prestigious, but the noble metals. Same as noble gases, we have noble metals, from which we create electronics. Seriously, can't you build the goddamn autopsy table for the love of God? Come on! I mean, the resources are already there. We're gonna have a brand new ship entering the system, so at least we know that there's high traffic in this region, so in case we would run into some trouble, energy-wise or anything otherwise, the chances are we might be able to get the additional resources. I won't be jumping here. I'm more interested in here at the coal and the energium, and then there's the base metals and ice as well, and then there's a bunch of planets which we have not yet discovered, but I'm kind of more worried about the current crew member numbers, as losing those 3 people, that's just a huge blow. So I'm gonna try to make sure that we have the blue crystals to power up this goddamn ship, otherwise we're gonna be in some serious trouble, especially considering the fact that even with the lower number of the crew members, we cannot actually feed even these guys. Son of a biscuit. Nobody is selling the stuff that I do need. You gotta be freaking kidding me, right? We're gonna get some of these complete meals. That's gonna cost almost everything that I do have. Unfortunately, I don't have that much steel, so that sucks. And I'm looking for any other commodity which would have a decent selling value, but I just simply don't see that many things available. So the 4 meals should be theoretically able to satiate the crew members for a while, or for at least like a day before they start bitching and moaning about lack of nutrition again to me, which is gonna be really annoying. What do we have when it comes to recycling? Really scarce, really sparse, not really great. 2 pieces of fruit are gonna be done. Solar panel is now available for construction, and here I'm a little bit confused as to what the hell does this thing produce, because it seems like it's producing the basic power, and I just don't see it producing the advanced power capacity or the advanced power range. And so it just has an output of 10 energy, and that makes me wonder if it's worth the goddamn investment at the end of the day, because I'm not really sure what is powered through the basic power or the advanced power. So yeah, not really great for me. We're gonna have to do something with that. Still, nobody is touching upon the goddamn autopsy table, which is just killing me deep inside. We should have the 2 pieces of fruit done So hopefully someone will bring them over here, at least one of those pieces, so that the research can be finalized. Seriously, please bring it over here. Let's put this over here, therefore. I'm gonna put down a piece of wall in here. I'm not really that keen on having the agriculture next to the command center, but right now the ship is a mess as is. So I'll be happy with just about anything. Our max capacity has been exceeded, so we're gonna require another goddamn hyperdrive. And, yeah, that's gonna be quite the fun. That's gonna be quite the fun pickle. Especially because we cannot fit in additional engine. And if nobody's gonna be able to finish these tasks, we're gonna be stuck here for way too long, which I don't feel that comfortable about. Because the longer we are stuck here, the more trouble we can run into. And I don't want to run into more troubles. Seriously, have we, like, lost people? Okay, so the crawler. This quadrupedal life form is well adapted to live in space and can survive indefinitely in hard vacuum and pressurized environments alike. Through it moves slowly, it can get close enough. It attacks by biting, potentially causing a bleeding wound. Crawlers aim to incapacitate their prey so that their counterpart haulers can gather and cocoon their victims. So that's what I'm talking about. These suckers work like aliens in Ridley Scott's movie. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do something with the engines. We do have currently water. We do still have fertilizer. Hull blocks are low, tech blocks are non-existent. There is no ship in the vicinity right now that would allow us to trade with. The energium and the coal is the next thing which we're gonna go after. Just to keep those blue crystals stocked up and so that we have access to energy. And hopefully we're gonna come across like a region with crap ton of derelict stuff or something in order to get stuff done. Monster meat has been processed, so we are slowly removing these bits and pieces, and I'm hoping that they will actually not eat the goddamn alien meat, but we will be able to sell it. That is the idea. That's the plan. We're gonna have to somehow rearrange all this nonsense eventually as well. I mean, this housing is a-okay, but we will have to change the things around here. And I'm still not really sold on this whole growth of the vegetables, fruits, nuts and seeds, and all the other nonsense right next to our research and so on and such. And the autopsy is taking place, but nobody's taking the goddamn monster meat and doing anything with it. I really want to just get rid of the monster meat, to be perfectly honest. I don't think we actually have access to certain things. So hull blocks are low. We have nobody on certain jobs. And we have insufficient resource in fruits, but also nuts and artificial meats are gone. I feel like maybe we have lost a builder or something because nobody is doing the building jobs, and that just sucks so damn much. And I need to learn how to change the priority on the logistics or something. Jobs. Available jobs. Free jobs. Unstored items. This needs to be high priority. this needs to be moved as well. Where are you taking it? No! Wait, was there something additional in the engine that I did not know about? Okay, we're gonna have a ship in the sector. So that's letting me know that I might be able to sell the goddamn alien meat. The question is who's moving in. Okay, so it's gonna be one of these yellow guys. We're not gonna see pirates before we actually depart the initial area and start moving through the galaxy, through other regions. Here you can see there can be like a high-end piracy region or something super deadly. So obviously it would be stupid for me to try and make the jump through there. But we have scavenged the initial region. We have left like one derelict ship behind. Now we are in this region from which we will have to conduct a hyper jump. So for that we will require the hypersleep chambers. But there are two more solar systems which I would love to explore. So before that, we're gonna stay here and see what can be done. Thing is, I seriously don't know what are the priorities for your jobs and so on and such. No augmentations have been yet unlocked. There's lots of jobs to be done. Let's see if we will be able to sell the alien meat. Wow, that's a horrible selling price. Absolutely horrible. The one thing which is pissing me off though is that, again, the blocks which I do want for this are inaccessible. And without those infra blocks, we're gonna be royally screwed because we won't have access to certain stuff. And that is just gonna be a huge punch in the balls. So I really need to figure something out. Okay, so I'm thinking some fibers would be nice. And one fruit, one roots, one nuts. Okay, I misclicked. Sorry there for a moment. We still have to set up the nuts in here. Okay. So water we have. Energeum is starting to run a little low. We're gonna have to get all these jobs somehow finished so that the crew can somehow manage to do what is necessary and asked of them. Problem is, without having access to this hull, I'm not sure if I will be able to squeeze it. This one square here missing is probably what's preventing me from building another one of these suckers. Yeah, you see there's that red square, so that's the piece of hull that needs to be refitted on to the ship itself. There's still some hull scrap on board of this derelict. So that's what we're gonna try to get. And good news is at least that the crew will be able to do all these jobs on board of the ship while we are jumping from region to region. We're still in the same solar system, it's just different meteorite clumps here and there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing else. Let's make some water. Bodies are only 9 out of 20. Okay, so fruits have been collected. So they're gonna be grown eventually, and we're gonna need the goddamn composters. But I'm seriously screwed with these tech blocks and with the fact that nobody's willing to trade them with us. We're gonna need to find some outpost or some ship which is gonna have those on board so that we can get our hands on those. Otherwise, this is gonna be a bottleneck which we just simply cannot get over. It's just impossible. Okay, hyperdrive has been researched, so theoretically what can be done if I would be able to. So this thing is requiring 2 of the tech blocks, but this thing will actually consume 1 tech block each. So technically speaking, I can dismantle 2 of these engines, in their place try to build the more advanced hyperdrive, and that should give me the tech blocks that we do require, hopefully, fingers crossed. God damn it, otherwise we are so screwed. If they have carried over some of those tech blocks and used them for something, I'm not gonna be really nice, because then we definitely cannot jump out of the sector. The problem is it's not showing me them, so I'm not sure what the hell to think of this. What the hell have you guys done with this stuff? If, like, seriously, if we're gonna be left stranded here because you idiots carried over the crucial component somewhere, I'm gonna get hella pissed. Come on, please build this fucking thing. The reason why I also want to get the better power plant is that the overall yield from the resource which we are putting in is better. So it consumes a different quantity of the energy, and this actually consumes the energy rods in order to produce more power in comparison to this thing. So we actually do need to refine the blue crystals. But once we do that, the energy rods will be able to last much longer. They will be able to power up everything on board of the ship. 2,600 out of 2,400. Unfortunately, I cannot do anything about that, so we will be forced to make a jump. And we will make a jump over here. And there's a derelict ship where we will go and see what is gonna be on board. Hopefully, we're gonna come across maybe some merchant ship, which is gonna be willing to exchange goodies with us. So here we're gonna have some carbon and some energium. So the mining can be conducted. That's just 2 of these spots doing their thing. Unfortunately, I don't have the necessary stuff in order to build another pod hangar, or even to freaking relocate the pod hangar. So we're kind of stuck with what we have right now. One of the hyperdrives requires maintenance, but for that, everyone would have to stop sleeping. I'm really hoping that the other derelict ship will have on board crew members which we can recruit. Okay, so hopefully we'll be able to continue this torture for our ship crew. I'm seriously trying my damn best to improve, but yeah, I'm not perfect. This is not the gaming excellence channel, so I'm gonna do some dumb stuff, but that's the only way that I can learn and improve and be better at it. Certainly do hope we're gonna get that goddamn energium rather quickly, because no joke, we have only 4 left on board, so not funny, not funny. We got almost no scrap for recycling. We're missing only artificial meat right now, so the meals which they are gonna get are gonna be somewhat decent. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. Let's put the floor lightning or light thing over here. I don't know why, but this refiner just looks always like the darkest structure on board of the ship. I don't get it. It's so weird. So weird. We're gonna move the engine closer. We're only slightly over the mass limit, so it's not that bad. But I seriously hope you guys are gonna get that carbon on board fast, so that we can start making a jump for the other region with the derelict ship. Still 9 bodies left. I'm not sure if it's only the alien bodies which we have processed and therefore we are left with the human bodies. But let's butcher the corpses which we came across on board of the spaceships. That is gonna give us the meat that we will require in order to do whatever. And the human meat can be sold, hopefully. I hope so. I really don't want to use it for our own food consumption. I mean, nobody can hear you scream in space, but that does not mean you have to scream on toilet or in the kitchen because you are eating your late comrade who used to work on you with you on board of the ship. So that's something which I would love to avoid. Okay, 1 more carbon. Still processing a lot of stuff. Output is full, so we cannot really store anything here. Is this like full or what's the deal? 157 out of 250 and 228 out of 250, so we still have enough space in our storage, so you guys should be able to do stuff. Okay, stuff like getting ready to jump to a derelict ship in some region. Okay, here we have the chemicals and the Hyperium, so that's good news. We're gonna drop in here, and I'm hoping that this goddamn ship is gonna have the resources which we so desperately need. Please, for the love of God, have them. You're really making it difficult for me, man. And you see, this is what I'm talking about. Fibers. 145 for 1 fiber. God damn it, that's pretty damn nice. I don't see, however, for some reason, the human meat thingy. So that's kind of concerning. And we're gonna board this thing and try to get stuff done. We're being hailed by the other ship. We have 0 tolerance approach to justice. I'm not really sure what are you trying to tell me. Our medical facilities are at your disposal. That's awesome. So through actually sending your crew to like use their medical facilities, we can actually discover what happens on board. Would require 6 hours. So if we buy this, the 2 crew members can go on board of the ship and they will actually be able to explore it and do whatever. And so this will show us what's on board. Man, they do have a crap ton of stuff, but they are also getting the medical attention that they so desperately do require. So 6 hours. I really want to sell them the human meat. Come on, they don't have to know it's human. Just sell them a leg or a wing or a breast, maybe. I don't know what are their preferences. I know we're not KFC, but god damn it, I want to get rid of that weird, suspicious meat. I don't want to eat it. Oh man. Okay, so we're gonna go. Once the ship goes into the hangar, we're gonna board it with the crew. And we're gonna go on board of the derelict to figure out what is the deal with this location. Fingers crossed is not heavily infected with the crawlers, holers, brawlers, and other nonsense. Oh crap, this is not good. This is not good, because if we don't deal with the X-Ax, what can actually happen is that continuously over time, they will just keep on producing more and more aliens. And this is just horrible, because now there's just way too many aliens. So now the question is, who's gonna win this engagement? You need to get the hell out of there. Like ASAP. Because he will lay down on the ground soon and that's just a GG. The problem with this ship is the heavy infestation. Trying to clear this out with only 2 guys is a nightmare waiting to happen. Especially since one of them is a little bit more sleepy. And your guy's aim is totally just crap. We do have an open wound. And I think this room is spawning in more of these alien creatures. Because we see this sort of, yeah. It kind of pumps out these weird spores. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Get the fuck out of there. Get the fuck out of there. You cannot deal with this additional nonsense. Not with 2 pistols. I cannot afford to lose my crew on board of the ship. Because if that thing would happen, we are totally screwed. Okay, can we trade or ask for Jesus Christ. 30 something hours, 59 hours, 78 hours. Whew, I don't think we would be able to pay that long to do this. So I'm gonna have to think of something. So ship has left the sector. There are more ships over there. So my hope is that one of them will jump over here. And we might be able to trade some stuff. Or I might actually abandon this derelict ship and not try to scavenge it. Because the risk is just so damn high. I'm also thinking that soon the guys will want to go to sleep. And again, no props are done yet. This is literally killing me. It's like we have these small windows when we have some food, and after that it's just all going back to crap because we are lacking the resources. We're gonna have a ship enter the system. My hopes are they're gonna have the goddamn blocks which we so desperately need for so many of these things that are gonna be required for processing of stuff. We need to make the composter because from the plant matter we can gain back carbon, water, and even fertilizer. So yeah, it's really awesome. And I want to have the micro weaver so that we can make fabric, and from the fabric we'll be able to start making the soft blocks. The soft blocks, worst case scenario, can be sold for profit. Do you guys have what I need? Of course freaking not. Why in the hell are you doing this to me? Why are you punishing me? Medical facilities, 2 hours, 60 hours, 23 hours. How many med beds, medical supplies? I'm buying hours probably. So we can send them on board once they wake up. We do have some money, but that means that I will also probably have to sell something in order to have some money later down the road for exchange of goodies. I cannot seem to be able to move those human meat parts. It is just killing me. 18 of these suckers. I really need to learn how the hell to sell this stuff or what the hell to do with that stuff. And the ship has left the sector, and I think it's because I have paid for time which I was not able to afford. So nobody went on board or something, I'm not sure. We do have still the energy rods and energium, but hyperfuel. We're screwed when it comes to hyperfuel. And if I don't get 3 tech blocks, I'm so boned because I won't be able to process Hyperium into the hyperfuel. And I'm not really sure. This thing does not really show if it's using the raw resource. It uses raw Hyperium as resource and is less effective than more advanced hyperdrive. A more effective hyperdrive which uses hyperfuel as fuel instead of raw Hyperium. So if we don't get the hyperfuel, we're gonna be screwed because our primary engine is not gonna be able to be powered. So I really need those freaking infra blocks or I'm so funked it's not even funky. I'm thinking I will abandon the derelict ship. There's just no point in trying to deal with it right now. So let's just get this sucker ready for the jump. We're not gonna go on board when I have only pistols and the crawlers or brawlers or whatever the damn large thing is called is over there. And I'm thinking we're gonna drop over here. We're gonna grab the Hyperium and the raw chemicals. We're gonna have to mine out both. And my hopes are that a ship will enter the sector and we really need to get some tech blocks. Without those tech blocks, I'm so funked, it's not funny. It is not funny. And one goddamn freaking resource and it goes to shit. We need the optronics, we need the tech blocks, and then we need the advanced assembler. And we need tech blocks in order to make tech blocks. So there's at least 5 tech blocks, which I'm counting for right now, that I will need in order to be able to craft additional ones by my goddamn self. Good job, Max. Good job. Are you guys mining stuff? You should be mining stuff. Still have stuff here. Nothing for recycling because we did not do anything with that derelict, and I just don't want to risk my crew for getting a bunch of supplies. If there would be like a full capacity large storage like this, I would be all over that ship. I would sacrifice the entire crew just to get my hands on those supplies, because potentially it can hold the blocks that we so desperately need. But right now it's a question of time when we get somewhere else. I'm thinking we're gonna make a jump to this system so that we can see what's gonna go over here and what's gonna be in this internal system over here, which will probably connect to maybe 1, 2, 3 systems. It's highly questionable. Come on board the mining pods and do the job. Do the job. I don't know, what are your skills? Cancel. I can assign only 2 people. And they have low skills for mining. Great stuff. So losing those people, a really negative effect on our crew. Critical resource low. How the hell am I again low on water? I keep always forgetting about making more. But we do have the ice, so that will be able to keep us supplied. More Hyperium on the way. We are getting some fibers. Unfortunately, unable to refine them into something more malleable, which is negatively affecting us as well. Come on, ship, make a jump to this sector. Make me happy. and especially be a ship with the tech blocks, which I so desperately goddamn need. What do you guys don't have? Low CO2s? Seriously? Well, that should not be that negative for the plants, but worst case scenario, we can produce the CO2 machine. But the CO2 producer... Ah, man, that thing will require the tech block too. Damn it to hell. Oh my god, thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! You have what I need, and I don't have the money for it. Damn it to hell! Okay, I will be able to sell a crap ton of steel here, so... Oh my god, they will take the human bodies! Okay, okay. New trade. All the human bodies. I don't care how much they do not cause or whatever. Crap, they're not that valuable, huh? Okay, I don't care. I just want to get rid of the human bodies or the human meat so that we don't accidentally eat this stuff. Still losing cash, but I can live with it. So finally, someone with the goddamn tech blocks. Damn it to hell, that took forever. Damn it to hell, that took forever. But we finally got there. We finally got there. Technically, I can sell you the additional 10 steel plates and... I want to get as many of these suckers as I can right now. Just because there's so many things which are being asked of, like low CO2 and other stuff. Optronics, fabricator. This is killing me. Low CO2 levels. If I were to build you over here, you would produce CO2, which would keep the plants happy. But then I'm thinking I will be forced to separate this location, so maybe this table will have to be moved around so that we can create some different environmental conditions. Okay, I'm thinking we're gonna, damn it, I cannot really afford right now to go and create the other hyperdrive because we have Hyperium, but we have less hyper fuel. The advanced hyper engines consume the hyper fuel. Without being able to produce this stuff, I'm screwed. So I will be forced to create this thing. And this thing will be capable of manufacturing that resource for me. That's the plan. What is the evaporation? There's absolutely none, huh? So this thing can theoretically be moved over here where we have some water vapor thanks to the plants. And we're gonna have another ship entering the sector. Are we done with all the trades? No, we have 3 trades still ongoing. So please make it snappy. Botany and logistics are suffering here. High construction priorities. Come on, make it happen. Make me happy. I think we have been encountering this ship a couple of occasions so far. So I don't really have anything to sell with them. This is the ship that has my full attention right now. And I'm so pissed that nobody is giving me the tech blocks or something. So please make it happen. This is the stuff that we so desperately need. And once we get the production of the hyperfuel, and we can theoretically also upgrade our goddamn power plant so that instead of using the raw Hyperium or Energium, sorry, we'll be using the energy rods instead. That would be game changer because these things are much more effective in the use of the fuel in comparison to the initial resources. So out of 0.005 Energium, you get 10 points of energy. But here, out of 0.0056, you get 20 energy. And 60 energy from 0.0002 in the basic power and the advanced power. It's just gonna be more effective. So that's what I want to do here. That's what we need to do here. That's what I'm hoping to achieve here. We are still trading with this ship. God, I'm just so happy we came across a ship which is carrying this stuff finally. I'm just trying to get the most out of this as is. Still cannot afford it, damn it to hell. Let's get more. The CO2 is totally throwing me off. Come on, get it done. Get it done. Raise the logistics. Let's keep it at normal. And let's keep it at like a higher priority. Because it's food. Hey, I haven't been really messing around with this before. But hopefully it's gonna help me out. Nothing to recycle. Still have one trade. Don't have the money. And I just don't see anything that would be so valuable that I can say goodbye to it. Let's go with the soft blocks for now. We'll not use that many of them. But, okay, energy refinery needs to be done. So, Hyperium, tech blocks, raw chemicals, tech blocks. So, we're still mining the asteroids for the resources. That is now done. Unfortunately, the pods are not capable of being used for moving goods. They're only used for building your ship or for, you know, doing stuff. Okay, hyperfuel. I want to create a lot of this. Unable to do task. Industry 5. Holy shit. Are you kidding me right now? Come on. Someone has to be able to do this. Please don't tell me this crap or I'm so gonna throw a hissy fit. Power generator can go over here. That way we can decommission this one. So the raw energium will remain in our inventory and we will be burning through the energy rods instead. Damn it. Don't see anything else which I would be able to part ways with, and this is just gonna kill me. If I won't be able to get my hands on any of these resources because my crew members are lacking the skills, I'm just totally screwed. The problem is here, I don't really know how to boost the industry now because they already have their predetermined skills. So I'm not sure what the hell to do with this. This is gonna kill me. Somehow I know this is gonna kill me. We have biomatter, all sorts of crap is scattered all over the damn ship, and it should be allocated to its important spots. Someone build that power plant so that this one can be decommissioned. Both ships have left the sector. Soon we're gonna follow as well. This is really killing me deep inside. We're still missing the artificial meat. But until we research the advanced agriculture, we're just totally screwed and we are stuck where we are. This sucks. How do I not have someone with the industry level required? Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Missing those 3 people is just, I don't know, maybe even with those 3 people who I have lost due to starvation and all this other crap, they might still not be able to make this stuff happen. I don't know. I don't know. But I now know that I need people with industry skills. We're gonna get ready to make a jump, and we're gonna go to this sector, and then we're gonna see what's around. So make that jump ready. Base metals. Derelict ship. Oh, this is a rich region. Fuck it, we're going here. There's derelict ship and there's a bunch of resources to be mined. And my hopes are that on board of that derelict ship, there's gonna be a person. Holy crap, there's actually 2 derelict bases or ships. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. So fingers crossed, crew will wake up soon. Pistol, shotgun, this person is going with us on board of the ship. I don't care. I just need to wait for them to wake the hell up. Do their meals, maybe eat or poop or whatever, and go on board. And we're gonna be taking 4 members with us because that's a large station. And that station can be quite scary. So once again, we're leaving only 1 person on board of the entire ship. This is really bad. Because if something happens to these guys, oh, things are gonna get messy. Please don't be heavily infested with the aliens. Or maybe allow me to... Yes, there's a crew member waiting for us to be liberated. So we're gonna be back at 6. God damn it, I'm so hoping that that person has high industry skill. I mean, it would be RNG Jesus coming to fruition. But come on, sometimes a little RNG Jesus is... the most amazing thing which can happen to you. So let's go on this cracked open floor. We're gonna take you over here and you go on board of the vessel. Oh, these guys clear out the base from any alien life forms. At least that's the plan. Seriously, there's so many of you guys and you're unable to kill these freaking things. You have a shotgun, goddammit. Make use of it. Lots of data logs. Might be some story, might be just credits. You never know. But you gotta take them all. Still think there are aliens on board. They're just scurrying around somewhere around these parts. This fucker over here was hiding. Really annoying. But there should be one more. No, that's it. That's it. That seems to be it. So we're gonna de-draft, and we're gonna start breaking down. And there is a lot of stuff to be taken from here. Well, mostly bodies, unfortunately, but there's gonna be a crap ton of hull to be broken apart. There's a lot of stuff to be mined out of the system. So we're gonna be busy as hell, and we are back to 6 crew members. And fudge! The new person, apparently does not have the industry skill. By the way, what skills do they have? Because I think they just went on board of the mining pod and they just started to mine stuff out. This is killing me because now even with the tech blocks, which I was finally able to obtain, I can literally go F myself because I cannot process them. The irony of this is incredible. It's incredible, I tell you. We're gonna dismantle this one. And we're gonna utilize this power generator instead. Oh, son of a biscuit. I'm thinking. Because if we don't have the industry skill, chances are we might not be able to use the Optronics fabricator. Oh, man, what am I gonna do here? Let's build a composter at least, I guess. This is gonna kill me. What are your skills? Industry 1. This is the new person. Mining 0, Construction 2, Industry 2, Botany 1, Medical 2, Research 2, Weapons 3. It's a minimalist, so awesome. Damn it. The struggle is real. The struggle is real. So even though we have now saved ourselves from running out of energium, we're kind of screwed because eventually we will run out of energy rods. Unless I would be able to process these suckers. Which, I don't think is gonna happen. So the energy rods don't look like they require so much of the industrial skill. And I don't know if these people ever level up their skills or if they just keep growing the skills, which they do have and they keep working on. But this person has 0 industry and 7 research, so she's like our primary researcher. Then we have another person with 8 research points. Oh, damn it. I think we're running into some overheating stuff. Advanced assembler, awesome. The problem here is, even with the advanced assembler, we don't have the stuff that we need right now in order to craft these things. So, life support thermal regulator will have to be constructed in here in order to keep these structures cool. And this thing can run continuously on just recycling the biomatter. You can of course recycle even the corpses to get some chemicals, water, and all the other stuff. You can even recycle the monster meat. So that's exactly what we're gonna be doing. And we're starting to get... Ooh, android corpses. That means robotics. We're gonna need additional storage units to hold the robot bodies. Otherwise, they're just gonna remain sitting on the floor. It's not the nicest thing to look at, but it is what it is. Are you guys finally making hyperfuel for me? Oh my god, what has happened? Is someone trying to improve their industrial skill? Oh my god, yes, we have the person who's gonna be able to do this. Yes, 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 that means I can break down this sucker. And we can start breaking down the Hyperium into hyperfuel, which we will use exclusively in order to make the jumps through hyperspeed, hyperspace, hyper something. So the raw Hyperium will be processed into hyperfuel. Hyperfuel, very sought after commodity for trading. As you can take a look at 544. So that's quite valuable. We can get something decent out of this. So I'm thinking selling 4 in order to take a lot of their credits away. Because we will be able to produce more. Yeah, finally. Oh, okay. I'm getting a little bit too much excited here, but what can I tell you? Okay, so what do we need next is the micro weaver thingy gizmo. And it would be nice if we can somehow concentrate these things into one place. The assembler would be nice as well, as this thing will allow us to produce soft blocks, hull blocks, and infra blocks, and this is much more effective than actually you trying to recycle crap. But recycling is a huge part of the game as well, so we gotta break down the derelicts and see what can be salvaged. There's just no way around it. Still a crap ton of resources. We are back at 6 crew members, so slowly recovering. And we are able to start producing hyperfuel, which is just awesome. The ship has left the sector, but that's okay because we have so much work to be done. I honestly, right now, am too excited. Too excited. Maybe things are starting to look up, but I don't want to jinx it because, you know, I see something and then something happens and it all goes to shish kebab. So let's not shoot ourselves in the leg by seeing something which might hurt me in the long run. I want to build another bed for growing food, because we will eventually require the possibility to grow the artificial meats. Advanced nutrition. Are we researching this stuff or not? Please tell me you guys are going to be able to finish the advanced nutritional... Okay, the growth rate has been increased by 10%. And now we can go into the artificial meat, and we can go into grains. And then we can go into alcohol and beverage making. But grains and hops and artificial meat, especially the artificial meat, is what I'm interested in. Because that's the thing which we keep seeing as a constant bottleneck for our food production. And we have had people die of starvation due to lack of the artificial proteins or whatever. So I definitely want to make sure that that will not happen again. Ah, man. Things are starting to change. That's awesome. Critical resource is low. Energium, yeah. But the cool thing is that we're actually using... The cool thing is that we're actually using the energy rods instead of the raw resource itself. But we're still having a fire? Seriously, this should be, like, not happening. How many of these temperature regulators do I need to freaking build here, huh? Come on. Why do you have the spacesuit on? What's that all about? Advanced power, okay, basic power is at 40%. It's getting really low. So we can get, still stuff done. We'll require a region with Energium or we are so screwed. My hopes are that we can go on board of the other derelict ship. Hopefully it's not infested with aliens. And maybe it holds something which we can use. So we're gonna take 3 crew members and board this sucker. You guys should still be able to last a little long before you are too exhausted. Fudge! That's horrible. Get the fuck out of here. No! Get out. Okay, can you, like, I'm not doing anything right now. You guys are just pissing me off. Let's get over here so that you can board the ship. I don't think I'm gonna be messing around with this ship. I don't think that's gonna happen. It's too small and too heavily infested, so fuck it. We're just gonna take the resources which can be mined out, and we're gonna deport. So again, low on food. Who would have thought? I'm waiting for the research to be done on the artificial meats so we can start growing that stuff. But I feel like all they do is sleep, goddammit. Is it just me? Hyperium and ice. The Energium is a problem. Unfortunately, don't see Energium in any of these other locations. I might have to exchange it with some other ship. Worst case scenario. But I mean, we are able to now produce the hyper fuel, so at least we have access to that stuff. And there's a ship coming into our sector. Yet, I'm not sure I really want to battle the other creatures over here on this small little derelict nonsense. Because it's just too heavily infested with the aliens. And I saw, what the fuck is it called? 2 haulers. 2 haulers were on board. And those suckers can deal a crap ton of damage. And like I said, if they manage to take away your crew member, that can be absolutely devastating because they will just hook it up on the wall and the aliens are just gonna start pumping out more and more aliens. So if you can theoretically shoot the goddamn ship into bits and pieces and smithereens, please for the love of God do just that. We're gonna switch or flip some hyperfuel for some other stuff. And technically speaking, I can probably get some of the artificial meats for some energy fuel or hyper fuel and get some credits in the process as well. Okay, fabric production. We get from 0.2 fibers, we get 1 fabric, which is just awesome. So the yield is tremendous, and I'm still waiting for the goddamn artificial meat. You have this, I have this, but you don't offer so much money for it. But you offer a crap ton for the fabric. So that's what we're gonna go with. That is what we're gonna exchange. That's why having the fabric manufacturing or refining is such a great thing. So that's what we're gonna be doing. The research is almost done. We are at 55%, so almost. Well, not really almost, but you know what I mean. Refining. We want to refine steel plates. We're gonna need them. I still have 4 tech blocks. Thank God for that one ship. I'm gonna be forced to do this. So we're gonna have 2 hyper engines using hyper fuel. And it looks like the fabrics are blocking the entry to the refinery. So please do something with that. Stop pissing me off. Three energium is still 3 energium. It's still super low. Okay, research. We are at 68%, so that's awesome. We're getting closer and closer. We're getting more of that energium. Don't care about the low quantity of hull blocks. It's just not important. Steel plates are here. Can we recycle anything? 2 of these, so let's do it. We're gonna get half a block. 78%. Critical research low. Energium. We have 4. Give me a break for a while, okay? These 2 engines should be able to carry us places. Have you guys like loaded up stuff on board of this thing? Is it fully equipped? Ships have left the sector. I might be forced to make another one of these suckers. God damn. Is this ship really so goddamn massive? Or has nobody crammed in the fuel? Because I swear to God, this does not represent like 1,600 and 1,600. That's 3,200. So the 3rd engine is not necessary. No. Yeah, so they just did not load it up with the fuel. That's the issue. Is this goddamn research done? 93%. Come on, we need to grow that artificial meat. Do you have the energy blocks? Yeah, you have the energy blocks, but I want the tech blocks. Let's sell you the fabric for now. This is gonna be a decent payday. So we're gonna get lots of credits. It's better to have the credits in case you just never know what you might need them for. Finally, okay. So let's grow this sucker. Let's go and just load up a full growth bath with the artificial meats. Think of it like the space jerky or something. I don't know what to tell you. And technically we can put down these grow beds over here, and we can use them for production of, let's say, the fibers or the eventual growth of the grains and hops, because those things are great for producing or being sold as well. Okay. I have such a love-hate relationship with my apartment. On one side, I get everywhere rather quickly thanks to public transportation and everything. But on the other hand, every goddamn drunken idiot keeps showing up and just shouting underneath my windows. So, I freaking hate this. Let's increase the priority job. So if we recycle this, we will require fertilizer. Fertilizer can be produced from chemicals. For that, we of course will require the raw chemicals. And storage resource, do we have the stuff for turning stuff? Are you seriously telling me that I do not have the resource responsible for producing? Yeah, chemical refinery. Son of a biscuit. That's the second thing here. Okay, so after the grains, we're gonna be able to do what needs to be done. I'm not gonna screw around with this derelict ship. Just screw it. It's not worth it. We're gonna get ready to jump into another sector. And unfortunately, there's no Energium anywhere to be found. These districts are just only used to jump to the other region. So we're gonna go here for Hyperium and the Derelict. Hopefully this one can be salvageable, otherwise we are just totally screwed, as that's gonna be like Derelict number God knows how many that we have left behind. We're gonna mine this thing, and I'm gonna take a crew of 4 and go on board of this goddamn thing in order to do God knows what. So let's make it happen. 4 crew members, huh? Don't have the pistol. Come on, fellas and ladies, get on board. And I'm thinking we're gonna go with the larger one first, because I'm hoping because it's larger, it's gonna be more salvage. I have those hungry eyes. And so far, no aliens. God, if we would just get a straight up salvageable ship, I would be so freaking happy, it's not even funny. I'll be so happy. But the ship has a circular shape with this middle being empty. Seriously, don't understand why in the hell would I create such a ship? What type of advantage does it have? Like, are you thinking that the projectiles are gonna fly through this space and miss all the vital parts, or what's up? A little office, a little toilet leading to a room with artificial meat, infra blocks, and other nonsense with more data logs. Okay, so while he deals with that, you guys go do whatever. There's the engine room. I think we're gonna discover everything. And that's one derelict ship discovered. So this one is gonna be salvageable for lots of stuff. 0 energy scrap, that's unfortunate. But we have infra blocks, hull blocks, tech blocks, 4 actual tech blocks on board of this goddamn ship. That's just awesome. That is awesome. So yeah, I think we're gonna salvage whatever can be salvaged in this sector. And afterwards, that's gonna be probably for this episode. So, slowly regaining the crew. But, especially at the start, losing 3 people. Imagine that you would start with 4 crew members, and you would lose 3 people. You're boned. You will not be able to recover. Imagine that you have 6 people, and you lose half of your crew. You can bounce back from that, but it will be difficult. And yeah, we were lucky enough, where I was lucky enough to get from 5 crew members back to 6. We do have some robots here, but unfortunately, until I will be able to drop them into actual robot storage, which we don't have as of yet, because we have not conducted research into robotics. They're not properly accounted for. You know, it would be funny if we would go on board of the smaller ship and that one would be heavily infested and the large one is perfectly just waiting to be salvaged. You have growth beds, you have a CO2 generator, you have the water extractor, you have air vents, you have toilets, you have beds. Although I'm not really sure how the hell will the person get to the middle one. And they have the kitchen right over here with the table, 2 chairs, another toilet, and then they have like a research station with more seats, temperature regulators. This guy is just chilling on board of this thing. Medical beds is what we really could use. Okay, here we go. Grains. Problem is right now we don't have fertilizer. So I'm not sure if we will be able to maintain our current production of stuff. Because sure, we are producing 0.2 fertilizer for every biomatter which we burn through. But that means that we need to burn through 5 of them in order to get 1 fertilizer. So that's why having 2 composters can be crucial. And they just need to continuously run. Just keep on running, keep on running, keep on running. I don't think we will be lucky enough to come across fertilizer on board of a ship. So what usually needs to happen is that the fertilizer is exchanged for other goods. And we are more to the edge of this region. And because food is just overall important, because otherwise our people would go into starvation mode. We have 1 fruit, 1 nut. And that's it. That's all that we have in reserve. So I'm not really sure when it comes to next day and eating, if we're going to be able to sustain our members of the crew. We were able to come across some artificial meats and everything, but again, if you don't have those 4 ingredients, you're not making a whole meal. If you're not making a whole meal, you're not going to have a good time. And we are all about having good time here on board of USS Nightmare, or whatever I would call the ship where I punish my own crew. Oh man. Okay, this storage is full. This one is nowhere close to being full, so we are still a-okay. Human meat, okay. I'm not sure why all of a sudden you guys are working on processing the bodies. We're gonna dismantle the autopsy table because we don't need it right now. Hyperium, lots of junk for recycling. So hull scrap can be processed first. Let's make more steel plates. Let's see, do we have... Yes, we do. And we do have... Oh, fudge. We have only 1 energy rod or 2 energy rods left. So that can be really bad. We're going to need to get more energy quickly. Quickly. We're going to have to process the ice. And yeah, I think I'm just going to salvage these ships. And on the next episode, we're going to go and try to make it to the other 2 solar systems to see what can be found there. And then eventually somehow I'm gonna have to make sure that we have enough hypersleep chambers to make a jump to the other solar systems where we will be able to start salvaging other ships, come across pirates, start to build our turrets, shields, and other nonsense. and eventually prepare for leaving the initial solar system in order to journey deeper into the unknown. So if you want to know when that happens, make sure to do all the stuff which all the YouTubers always tell you. And I'm gonna see you in the comments because I need a crap ton of advice. And other than that, I'm gonna wish you a pleasant rest of the day, and hopefully I will see you all in the comments or at the next one. Thank you all for watching, and bye-bye for now. I'm gonna need another storage soon.